We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Kyle Hendricks gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
3-0 now.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Set to get his day started, David Bong, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Castellanos will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Digging in, Charles Davis. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Hernandez leads off first with 1 away. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And he is in there.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found the hole. Period. The end.
Standing in, Stephen McCollum, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
3-1. Here it is. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Anderson. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First offering on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. There's one on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Caleb Smith gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Here's Javier Baez, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Batting second, the second baseman, David.
Into the box now, David Bodie. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
To short, to his right, Hernandez on to first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's got a nice 14-game hit streak going. That's 2 weeks every night of coming to the ballpark and getting a base hit in the game. He's got to be feeling really good about himself right now. He's building on that confidence, no doubt.
Now in the box, Chris Bryant. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Outside, 3-0 now. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch, and right into the shift to his left. Hernandez. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 to Schwarber. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Smith has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Esteban Diaz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Esteban.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Castellanos ranging back at the track. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, the Marlins are back even now at 1-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Lifted in the air out to center field. Happ on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Digging in, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Standing in now, Caleb Smith, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Alfaro stands at third with one gone in the inning. A ball and two strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The 1-2 is a low changeup that's laid off.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
At the plate, Carlos Hernandez. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. And he misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Striding in, David Bong. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
And he'll be back in standing up. Here comes the first pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
A runner on first with 2 away. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Well, it's about trying to limit the pitch count also only in the second inning here, and his pitch count's getting up. He's had a lot of traffic on the bases, so he really needs to get out of this one right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Happ over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs 1. Nick Castellanos now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
The right fielder, Nick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First offering on its way. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside. They'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1. One and one the count to the Cubs first baseman. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Settling in now, Ian Happ. Ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Striding in once again, Stephen McCollum.
Stephen McCollum.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Modi moving to his right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away, time for a check at the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. Modi right there, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Esteban Diaz. He swings and lines it to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Into the box, Cole Calhoun. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Ready with the 1-0. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Hero. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Calhoun, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Has a look, now the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now this is on the ground for Baez. It's short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 3-1.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
For the Cubs, the pitcher.
So in now for Chicago,
Kyle Hendricks.
as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Popped up. Anderson has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. So it's back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That's wide, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bong is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Caleb Smith. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Hernandez. Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 home. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 7, David.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up, and if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
At the plate, David Bong. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he strikes second. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And there's the first strike. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a little blooper to center. Happ ranging forward. He can't get there as it falls in. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, Charles Davis.
Digging in once again, Charles Davis. First pitch of the at-bat. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 1-0 delivery. Line softly toward the hole, and that'll be the second out.
Now out, the first baseman, Steven McCollum.
Into the box, Stephen McCollum comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Second and third, 2 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
A ball and 2 strikes now. From the stretch, the 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No hits to this point. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is Contreras. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Number 73 is ready, and
now
he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 73.
Stepping in now, Esteban Diaz. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Into the box, Cole Calhoun, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. pickoff move to second, and the runner back in standing. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Four runs here in this half inning. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Contreras is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4 courtesy of the grand slam. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Marlins 7 and the Cubs 1. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Grounder down the line at third, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
No, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Castellanos leads off second with nobody out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Center field, line drive, base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. So the base hit there plates their second run of the inning and brings us to our league leaderboard in terms of RBIs. And as you see there, he sits in fourth place in that department in the National League. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Happ, a native Pennsylvanian. He's in his fourth season as a major league player. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
3 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And the pitch on 2-1. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, number 73, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Three runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Rizzo isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He scores as they now trail by only 3. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Standing in now, Javier Baez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. 3 runs already home here. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. into the corner and slicing foul.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Working for the punch out and the offering. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Miami's out in front, 7-4. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 31, Caleb Smith.
Stepping into the box, Caleb Smith. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Hernandez.
Into the box now, Carlos Hernandez, and he puts it on the ground to second. The tag gets 1 on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead it 7-4. Ready for another shot now. David Bodie. He comes in 0-for-2 thus far.
David Bodie.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And he takes strike 2. The 0-2 once more. Count remains at 0-2.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Line drive to center field. Davis is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and grounded foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Davis is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-1. Called strike 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Nicholas Castellanos would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A full count now to Kyle Schwarber. Line toward the gap in left center. Bong will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Now at the plate, David Bong. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
The left fielder, David Bong.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Charles Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Charles Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Stephen McCollum will be next. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Stephen McCollum. First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Davis, a runner at second with 1 away. Bryant gloves it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Brian Anderson will stand in yet again, and if you weren't with us earlier, let's take another look. This was back in the 4th inning with the bases loaded. A grand slam, and definitely the big blow of the ball game so far. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Bodie scoops it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins leave one. They hold a 7-4 lead. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the sixth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Again, a 1-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So digging in now, Wilson Contreras. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 1-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Bong racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So striding forward now, Anthony Rizzo singled home a run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, center fielder, Ian.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Adam Conley takes over here with a runner at first and Miami. 2 gone in the inning.
Number 61, Adam Conley.
Ian Happ will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in and looking for more, Esteban Diaz. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far.
Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hard on the ground toward short, and that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, Biro. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
This is line to left, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Throw won't get him.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you a little.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Biro, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike.
2-2.
Calhoun on second. Alfaro on at first with nobody out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 1.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Carlos Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 home. Liner toward right center. Castellanos has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they will not try anything here, so the bases remain loaded with one away.
David Ball.
Now at the plate, David Bong. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
In the 8th spot, number 56. Now playing center field and batting 9, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Into the box, Charles Davis, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike. Good location on the outside corner there. 1-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Oh, and it hits the top of the video board. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
Into the box now, Stephen McCollum. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Marlins lead this one 12-4. Anthony DeSclafani gets the call
now
from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Anthony DeSclafani.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And that catches the outside edge. 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. High in the air out to center field. Davis has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple. But he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Standing in now, David Bodie, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. First offering on its way. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. And the pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Marlins on top 12-5. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Brian Anderson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Now batting, Esteban Diaz. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Fastball well outside.
2-0. Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground. 2 gone.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Cole Calhoun. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Pedro Strop comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 46, Pedro Strop. Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Miami's out in front, 13-5. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that misses for ball one. The 1-1 is in there for the 2nd strike. The 1-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And gone into the right field bleachers. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 14 on the season, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Nicholas Castellanos. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Ready now, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Another one sent foul. Castellanos gets his lead at first, nobody out. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
44. He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Number 46, Adam Morgan. Now playing right field and batting 9, number 47.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's a .375 hitter. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. First and second here with nobody out. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pause, and the 0-2 is looked at for ball one. Morgan, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. None out, runners at first and second. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 2-2, and it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2, and another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Number 2 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. He'll start this one at 269. No home runs as of yet, and 8 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 home. Bends into the zone for a strike. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on deck circle. The 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Davis is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Looking to minimize the damage here. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Bong ranging back. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Brandon Kinsler enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 20, Brandon Kinsler.
Coming to the plate now, number 47. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
Number 47.
Now here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos Hernandez.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Carlos Hernandez. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
The left fielder, number 7, David Bong.
Up next from Miami, David Bong. From the belt, the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
Hernandez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charles Davis. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. First and second now, 1 man out. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. The 0-2 delivery. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Shot to third, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box now, Stephen McCollum. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Shot back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Now boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, Esteban Diaz, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. A runner on first with 2 away.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
On the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Marlins lead it 16-6. The next hub up, Javier Baez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. On its way, the 0-1 pitch, a bouncer up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box, David Bodie, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Baez on at first, nobody out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Chris Bryant will be next. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's only 2 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. He's set, and the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. 1-1 the count now. First and second here with nobody out. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a curveball misses inside.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, fouled off. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And it's fouled away. Runner at third here, nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Under it is the right fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
A.J. Ramos enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final two outs and put this one into the win column. So no one on now after the sac fly, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Nicholas Castellanos. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
The catcher, number 40. Wilson Contreras.
Cubs are down to their final out now, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Ramos, a native Texan. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Marlins have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, Deoder. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
16-9 on this day. Miami took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Caleb Smith earns the win, his second. Kyle Hendricks allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.